There's no point, Mother. I'm just not good at magic. Nonsense, of course you are. You're my son, so there's no other alternative. I don't know, Mother. Maybe I'm just not meant to be a wizard? Don't ever say that again. Do you hear me? No one in our family has ever rejected the title of wizard or witch. It's tradition. Well, if you want my opinion, tradition's just pure pressure from dead people. Shape up, Inerys. This is serious. Now, let's see you try that spell again. Ugh. See? Maybe if we tried casting a spell on an actual person... Like who? There's no one in their right mind that would go wandering around here in Wizard's Woods in the middle of the day. Or any other time for that matter. There's always a fool or two in this land that goes poking around where they don't belong. We'll try to get a look from higher ground. Now, if I were a rose, where would I grow? Not sure, Your Highness, but do you think it's wise to be walking around this close to magic folk land? Oh, I'm not going to let some old wizards boss me around. I am the princess after all. Well, yes, but suppose we should cross one. Politely wave at them and wish them a good day? Listen to me, Tyranny. I only need one more type of rose to complete an impressed rosebook collection, and if you think I'm going to let some wand-waving, nonsense-babbling magic folks stop me from getting it, you are sorely mistaken. Yaha. Look, my son. What did I tell you? 2 fools ripe for the picking? Ugh. Wait! This is even better! What is? It would appear that one of them is a princess. The princess of the kingdom nearby. And I should care because this is my opportunity to teach you about our old family curse. Seems like all of our curses are old family curses. The curse, my boy. The curse to rule all other curses. The curse preventing of true love. What? Give me patience for my ignorant son. The spell, the curse, that prevents a princess from ever being able to marry a prince. Oh, right. Yeah, that curse. Wait, that curse? You expect me to do that curse when I just set a tree on fire? Yes. Pass this test, my ignorant son, and the possibility of you being disowned from the family will dwindle significantly. So, what will happen exactly? When the time comes for her to be betrothed to a prince, well, she won't. All of the suitors from neighboring kingdoms will flee at the mere sight of her, and heaven forbid that the wind should blow from her direction. Okay, gotcha. We're getting deeper into the forest, Your Highness. Maybe we ought to... Oh, look, Tyranny! Here they are. The reddest roses to ever bloom in the land. Oh, they're glorious! Princess Verity, please. This is perfect. Just enchant the rose, and the little fool sniffs it. That should do the trick. Please work this time, please. Please, I don't want to keep it. I bet they smell just wonderful. I think it worked. Well done, my son. Won't I, ruin her life? Maybe, start a war with neighboring kingdoms or something? No. Well, I don't know. But this It's not our problem. It's part of our job anyway. Cursing innocent princesses. And anyhow, princesses have a reputation for rebelling against arranged marriages anyway, so you might have just done her a favor.
I just need to take back one. And how does this look? It looks lovely, Princess Verity, but we really should be leaving. I suppose you're right. Come along.
Now come along, Inerys. Let's go tell the rest of the family that we won't be kicking you out after all. Whew.
Please come in.
Princess Verity, the prince from the Kingdom of Grimm is arriving shortly. Are you almost ready?
Of course I'm ready. I'm just so excited to meet him. The things I've heard from his letters. Oh, he sounds so wonderful. I just can't wait.
That's wonderful, Princess.
Father, I'm terribly sorry.
Verity, there you are. You seem very enthusiastic to meet our guests.
Oh yes, Father, I am. I'm simply ecstatic.
Well, that's very good, because Prince Primus seems like a very promising suitor indeed. Aligning us with the Kingdom of Agreem should prove most prosperous too. As you may already know, the kingdom is in dire need of food, and the Kingdom of Agreem is most bountiful.
I won't let you down, Father.
I know you won't. This is a most joyous time for our kingdom.
Everything's just going so well. Ever Primus is just like everything he was in his letters. My word! Here he comes!
King Rollin, Queen Adalisa, welcome to the Kingdom of Nidola. King Wistard, Queen Isabella, it is quite a joyous honor to be aligned in our kingdom with yours.
Likewise.
And this must be Prince Primus. Indeed. Come up here, son. Queen Isabella, King Wistard.
And which one is the bride-to-be that we have heard so much about? That's me! Was it something I said? Or didn't say?
I'm afraid this just will not do. I'm afraid the engagement must be axed.
Agreed. Let's go. Is there just something wrong with me?
What are we to do, Wistard? I'm not certain, Isabel. Not certain at all. Even the slightest glance at her sends them heading for the hills. There must be something wrong with her. But what could it possibly be? She's a normal, proper young lady. Any future king would be overjoyed to have her as his queen. Maybe it's time we consulted a witch. There haven't been witches or wizards around these parts for a little over 3 years. Most of them don't prefer to live under the kingdom's authority and are in magic folk land. Unless... Eben. We've gone to him for consolation before, and he's not necessarily a wizard. More like a seer. I can take Verity to his home tomorrow and see if we can get to the bottom of this. Who is it? Oh, Your Majesty. What do I owe the pleasure of such unexpected visit? Early in the morning and rainy as it is. Eben, may we come in? Please do. Oh, Princess Verity. Please step right this way. And this is where I do most of my studying. You'll have to excuse the mess. The last time someone came in here, it was a young wizard trying to learn how to do magic, and he couldn't. Kind of exploded the room. Now, is there anything I can get you? Yes, an answer. My daughter's having trouble becoming betrothed to a prince, or at least keeping a betrothed. Every time the princes so much as catch wind of her, they run like repelled rats. And I'm hoping that you, Eben, being the wise man I know you to be, may have an explanation for this. I might have an idea, but it'll take a moment to see if I'm correct. Young lady, if you please. You can trust Eben, Verity. Take his hand. Hold on a moment, Your Majesty. No, not that. No. Not that. Oh, toilet paper. I haven't seen you in ages. Oh my goodness. Oh, no. Aha! I shall need a drop of the young princess's blood. What? Is this quite necessary, Eben? You want the kid married off, or don't you? Very well. If it's only a small drop. That's all it takes. Father! It's only a pin, Verity. Now do as Eben says. It will only hurt for a second. But if I'm right, it will answer the question you've been asking for years. Very good. Yep, she's definitely cursed. What? What do you mean cursed? By whom? How many wizards are there in this kingdom? Not many. It shouldn't take you long to find him. And that we shall, and throw them in the deepest dungeon until they reverse the curse that they inflicted upon my daughter. Morning, Inerys. Got the goods? The last of them. Well, maybe if you got a job, that wouldn't be no grief to you. Jobs are as empty as my pockets around here these days. And just as rare to find. What about that family of yours? The magic folk. Oh, shush up. You know they gave me the old heave-ho when I couldn't cut the magic act. That's a shame. And you are no help. Gotta take what money I can in this scummy little joint. Just like everybody else. Thanks a lot. Do my eyes deceive me? Is that you, Inerys? Ash! Long time no see. What's up? Not much. What's up with you? Besides starving. The last me and the gang saw you, you bailed out on our raid at the market. You know I don't steal, Ash. That's not my thing. So, I guess starving is your thing then. Well, if I starve to death, at least I die an honest man. Unlike you. You're lucky the rest of the gang isn't here. Guess I am. I'm beginning to see why your family threw you out. Later, Ash. Who would honestly want to raise a loser like you? He's lucky I can't do magic, or I would have blasted him from here to Kingdom Come by now. Excuse me? Do you mind stepping aside? Wait a minute. What are two royal knights like you doing down in a scummy village like this? Finally come to look at the poor folk you haven't given food to? Your name is Inerys, am I correct? Who wants to know?
The king would like to know.
And what interest would a person of royalty ever have in little me? In all honesty, I don't know whether to be flattered or looked down upon. But you are a wizard, are you not? Well, that all depends on how you look at it.
Have you ever practiced magic before?
Well, once, but that was a long time ago. That's all we needed to know. Very good, now if you could just step aside, out of my way. I'm kind of busy, starving, you know.
Oh, you'll be going somewhere, alright.
We've heard all we need to hear. And that means... What? Oh no. Hey! Hey! What's the big idea? If this is about the raid at the market, I wasn't part of that, but I can name names! Hello? Guard? Hello? King Wishard. Are you Inerys and Lustrous? How do you know my last name? You are a wizard, are you not?
Yeah, fess up, bub.
Well, that depends on who you're asking. You're asking me, so I'll tell you no. I'm not a wizard. Yet you came from a wizarding family. Well, yes. Look, you still haven't explained why I'm in here. Then how is it that you were not one yourself? Just wasn't any good. And how is it that you were able to curse my daughter? Listen, I don't... Wait. What? My daughter, Princess Verity, has been having significant trouble becoming engaged to a prince. This is... that kingdom? So you admit it? I may have... possibly? What's your daughter's name again? Short cap, pink fur, a bit on the fluffy side, if I remember correctly. Come in, Verity. Is this the girl you cursed? Could be? So it is! Aha! You are going to undo this heinous curse that you have inflicted, or your head will be found in the nearest basket and the nearest guillotine in this kingdom. Understood? Yes, understood, except for the fact that I'm not that good at magic. It's a funny story, really. I don't want any of your excuses, trickster. Reverse this curse, or it's the blade. Well, you see, I can't, because, I don't have a wand. Not to worry. The knights have plenty that they find on their patrols. Okay. Go ahead, Verity.
I told you I'm not a wizard! I put the curse on your daughter when I was in magic training with my mother. That was one of the only times any of my spells actually worked!
Your Majesty, perhaps we can find another wizard to reverse the curse. Curses can only be undone by the magic folk that placed them there in the first place. Isn't that right, wizard?
I'm not a...
Well, yes. What are we to do now?
Well, then I guess I'll be going. It was an honor meeting you, Your Majesty. Your Highness.
Just a quick tip, maybe just ask someone to come to the castle instead of knocking them out and dragging them to the deepest, darkest dungeon in the kingdom. Oh, you won't be going anywhere. You are the only one that can reverse this spell. We're not letting you out of our sight.
That's right.
But Father, if he can't undo the curse, you will find a way. The magic folk may reside out of the kingdom's land, but I do my research on your kind in the castle library, and I've heard of your family. Inerys. They lived in a small house outside of kingdom boundaries. You will go there, and you will do all of the research that you need to undo the curse on the princess.
Can't go back there. I was kicked out.
Well, you should be pleased to know that since your mother passed away, the rest of your family has vacated the residence. It is completely empty, yet still filled with valuable magic folk information. Oh, but no buts. Only heads. Your head, specifically, if you refuse to cooperate. And you will take Princess Verity along with you and 2 guards. That will save the trouble of running back and forth between the boundaries.
What? Father, no, I'm not going with him.
What? It's the only way, Verity. Don't worry, I will send my finest guards to look after you while you are with this magic folk.
So when you mean best guards, does that count the knights? Because
You're sending me away? For how long? Yeah, excuse me, but how long is this arrangement going to be going on for? As long as it takes. And what if... And I know I'm gonna regret asking this. What if there is no solution? Perhaps destroying the owner of the spell will be our final resort. You will leave tomorrow at early light, and you will be spending the night here in the dungeon so we can keep a proper eye on you. What are you doing here?
I just came to say that this is all your fault.
We're going to be spending a lot of time together, Highness. I suggest you distance yourself from me as much as possible before we leave tomorrow.
I just wanted to let you know in advance that I will not tolerate any ill behavior.
And you mean by that?
Well, I've heard about the kind of people you magic folk are. Sloppy and ill-kept houses. And I also hear that
Listen, Your Highness, if you came here just to get me to tell you about what the living conditions will be for you for Lord knows how long, you're barking up the wrong tree. Oh, excuse me. Meowing up the wrong tree.
That's very... You're very rude.
Ouch, I'm so hurt by your strong words. I'm gonna die anyway.